One of the questions that comes up occasionally when people are using anchor posts to anchor their building is, what do I do when I hit an obstacle, and which prevents the anchor post from going as deep as it should? And the standard answer has always been, if there are not too many of these anchor posts, like we're talking one or two, maybe three, and not the corners, is that you will cut the anchor post off. Now, in the situation I was faced with this weekend, I was adding a small extension to a shelter at home, and I could not get the anchor post in as deep as it should. And I came up with the idea of an alternative. Now, one of the alternatives would have been cutting the hoop shorter and then re-drilling it, and that really wasn't an option. And so I thought to myself, what if I bolt the anchor post to the side? And so that was what I was going to try, and that's what I want to show you in this video. Now what happened here is that I drilled through and then put the bolt through. I had to use a little bit longer bolt and a clamp, and then it drew it tight as I tightened the bolt. Now, the reason that this really worked out well for me in this situation is that by drawing it tight, it became really tight and really solid. It was a really solid way of doing it. I certainly wouldn't consider this as a pretty solution, but it worked really well. And so if you're faced with this situation, I encourage you to give me a call or send an email so that we can discuss this, because it is not something that is going to work for everyone, and I want to make sure you understand the restrictions of it. So, happy pounding.